Costco has quietly grown into one of the biggest clothing retailers in the world, with a nearly $10 billion apparel business. So, how did a wholesale member club known for $5 rotisserie chickens become a formidable force in fashion?
You think you know Costco. You've got the membership, the giant tub of mayo, and the $1.50 hot dog.
The hot dogs have been a long-standing customer favorite at the store's food courts, and the combo price has stayed the same since 1985.
But behind those massive warehouse doors lies a world of psychological mind games, secret Death Stars, and a literal life and death threat over a chicken bake. From the secret code hidden in price tags to the reason there are no signs in the aisles, we're exposing the 15 weirdest Costco facts that will change how you shop forever. Thank us later. Fact number 15, that favorite hot dog. The legendary $1.50 hot dog combo is not just a cheap lunch, it is a hill that the founders are literally willing to die on. Since its debut in 1985, the price of the quarter-pound frank and soda has never shifted, despite decades of inflation that should have pushed the cost closer to $5 today. This isn't because the ingredients are cheap, but because of a legendary executive showdown. When current CEO Craig Jelinek approached founder Jim Sinegal complaining that the company was losing millions on the deal, Sinegal delivered a chilling ultimatum. He told Jelinek that if he raised the price of the effing hot dog, he would kill him. To protect the price, Costco took the extreme step of building its own massive hot dog manufacturing plant in California just to vertically integrate and control every penny of production. This ensures that the hot dog remains a permanent loss leader, acting as a psychological anchor that makes every shopper feel like they have already won the moment they walk through the door. Now you know? Fact number 14, the ominous secret of the Death Star. While most shoppers are busy scanning for the lowest price, the most experienced Costco veterans are looking for a tiny cryptic symbol in the upper right-hand corner of the price tag. Known in the community as the Death Star, this simple asterisk is the most important piece of information in the entire warehouse. It doesn't mean the item is on sale, and it doesn't mean it's a bestseller. Rather, it signifies that the product has been officially discontinued and will never be restocked once the current pallet is empty. This creates a hidden sense of urgency that forces a buy it now or regret it forever mentality. Costco doesn't use flashy limited edition signs because that would feel too desperate for their minimalist brand. Instead, they use this subtle celestial icon to signal to those in the know that their favorite seasonal coffee, specific brand of organic snacks, or high-end electronics are about to vanish into the void. If you spot the Death Star alongside a price ending in 97 cents, you have hit the absolute retail floor. Winner. Fact number 13, the psychological trap of the racetrack. If you have ever walked into Costco for a single gallon of milk and walked out 45 minutes later with a heavy-duty power washer and a giant bag of trail mix, you have been a victim of the racetrack. This is not a coincidence or a result of poor architectural planning. It is a masterclass in behavioral psychology designed to maximize the time you spend inside the warehouse. The store is meticulously laid out in a giant circular loop that forces you to pass through high-margin treasure sections like electronics, jewelry, and seasonal furniture before you can ever reach the basic essentials. In a traditional grocery store, you can rely on overhead signs to guide you to the bread or the cereal, but Costco famously refuses to use aisle markers. By keeping the aisles anonymous, they force your eyes to scan every shelf as you hunt for what you actually need. This creates a state of discovery where your brain is constantly bombarded with new items you didn't know you wanted. By the time you reach the dairy and meat sections, which are always tucked into the furthest back corners of the building, your cart is already half full. Every extra minute you spend wandering the racetrack translates directly into higher sales for the warehouse. But the biggest secret isn't just how they move the products, it's who is actually making them behind the scenes. Fact number 12, Kirkland's secret luxury identity. The Kirkland signature brand is the undisputed king of the warehouse, but most shoppers don't realize that they aren't buying a generic product. They are often buying a luxury brand in a plain white box. Because of their massive global buying power, Costco goes to top-tier manufacturers and demands that they package their high-end goods under the Kirkland label for a fraction of the retail price. This is why the Kirkland French vodka is notoriously rumored to be sourced from the same region and water supply as Grey Goose, and why their premium coffee is openly labeled as being roasted by Starbucks. Even their household essentials have hidden pedigree, with the CEO once confirming that Kirkland batteries are actually manufactured by Duracell. This strategy allows Costco to strip away the marketing tax associated with big-name labels, while maintaining a level of quality that keeps members fiercely loyal. It's a win-win for the consumer who gets secret luxury goods at wholesale prices, and for the manufacturers who get to move massive volumes of product without devaluing their own primary brand. Fact number 11, the $4,000 Apocalypse Kit. While most shoppers are filling their carts with rotisserie chickens and massive packs of socks, there is a much more intense purchase hiding on the Costco website designed for the ultimate survivalist. For a cool $4,000, you can purchase the Emergency Cube, a massive pallet containing over 6,000 total servings of food that is guaranteed to stay edible for up to 25 years. This isn't just a few cans of beans. It is a meticulously engineered survival system, including freeze-dried fruits, vegetables, grains, and proteins, all sealed in stackable grab-and-go buckets. Costco has tapped into the prepper market by offering what is essentially a bunker in a box, proving that their commitment to bulk savings extends even to the collapse of civilization. The logistics of shipping a literal ton of food to a residential driveway is a nightmare for most retailers. But for Costco, it is just another Tuesday. They have sold thousands of these units to people who want the peace of mind that comes with a Kirkland-approved apocalypse. Fact number 10, the rotisserie chicken fanfare. The $5 rotisserie chicken is arguably the most iconic item in the entire warehouse, but its price tag hides a massive financial sacrifice that Costco makes every single day. To keep that bird at exactly $4.99, the company actually loses between $30 and $40 million every year in what is known as a loss leader strategy. This isn't just a friendly gesture. It is a calculated sensory trap designed to pull you deep into the store. When a fresh batch of chickens is ready, the chicken alarm sounds, and the smell of roasting poultry is intentionally pumped through the back of the warehouse to trigger a hunger response in shoppers. Science shows that hungry shoppers are significantly more impulsive, and since the chickens are always placed at the very back of the racetrack, you are forced to walk past thousands of dollars of other merchandise just to get your hands on one. By the time you reach the checkout, that $5 chicken has usually inspired the purchase of a bottle of wine, a salad kit, and a dessert, more than making up for the money Costco lost on the bird. They even breed their chickens to be specifically oversized, ensuring that when you see them under the heat lamps, they look like an impossible bargain you simply cannot walk away from. Now, you know. While knowing who makes the products is a major win for your wallet, the real masters of the warehouse know how to read the secret language hidden on the price tags themselves. Fact number 9, the hidden price codes. If you want to shop like a corporate insider, you need to stop looking at the dollars and start obsessing over the cents. Most shoppers assume that a price ending in 99 is just standard retail psychology. But at Costco, the specific decimal point is a secret language used to communicate the status of an item's inventory. When a price ends in 97 cents, it is a manager's special, meaning the item has been marked down significantly below its original cost to clear out space for new shipments. These are the deepest discounts in the building, and they are never advertised. If you see a price ending in 00 or 88 cents, you are likely looking at a last-of-its-kind item, or a floor model that a manager is desperate to move off the books immediately. These items are often sold at or below cost, representing the absolute floor of the retail market. On the other hand, the standard 99-cent ending means you are paying the regular, non-discounted warehouse price. Fact number 8, America's secret pizza chain. When you think of the giants of the pizza industry, names like Domino's or Pizza Hut usually come to mind, but by sheer volume and number of locations, Costco is actually the 14th largest pizza chain in the United States. They sell more slices annually than specialty brands like California Pizza Kitchen or even the kid-friendly Chuck E. Cheese. To maintain this massive output without sacrificing quality or speed, Costco utilizes a high-tech pizza robot in almost every location. If you peek behind the food court counter, you will see a spinning silver machine that applies a perfectly consistent layer of sauce to the dough in a matter of seconds. By removing the human element from the saucing process, they ensure that every single slice is identical, whether you are eating in Maine or Maui. This industrial-scale efficiency is the only way they can keep up with the demand for their massive 18-inch pies that cost a fraction of what a traditional delivery joint charges. It is a masterclass in culinary logistics, proving that even in the world of comfort food, Costco's primary goal is to provide maximum scale at a price point that makes the competition look like they are overcharging. Fact number 7. The 1.2 million mile toilet paper. Costco sells over 1 billion rolls of toilet paper every single year, a number so massive that if you unrolled the sheets, they would wrap around the entire planet more than 50,000 times. However, this isn't just a matter of moving volume. Costco treats its bath tissue with the scientific rigor usually reserved for aerospace engineering. The company actually employs dedicated technicians who spend their entire careers testing rolls for loft, absorbency, and poke-through strength. When they recently decided to change the embossing pattern on the Kirkland signature rolls, it wasn't an aesthetic choice. It was a multi-million-dollar logistics move. By re-engineering the way the paper is wound, they were able to pack more sheets into a smaller physical space, which allowed them to fit more units onto every shipping pallet. This tiny adjustment saved thousands of truck trips per year, drastically reducing fuel costs and environmental impact. For Costco, toilet paper is the ultimate sticky product. They know that if they can provide the best possible experience for the lowest price on this one essential item, members will renew their cards for life. Fact number 6. The no membership loophole. While the golden rule of the warehouse is that you must flash your card at the door, there are several legal secret portals that allow non-members to take advantage of Costco's prices without paying the annual fee. In many states, including California, Texas, and New York, it is actually illegal for a warehouse club to require a membership for the purchase of alcohol. This means you can walk right up to the entrance, state that you are there for alcohol only, and the staff is legally obligated to let you pass to raid their legendary wine and spirit selection. The same loophole often applies to the pharmacy and the optical department, as public health laws frequently dictate that access to prescription medication and eye exams cannot be gated behind a paid membership. Furthermore, if you can convince a friend who is a member to buy you a Costco shop card, essentially their version of a gift card, you can use that card to enter the building and shop for almost anything in the store. While dodging the membership fee is a clever trick, most people find themselves paying it anyway because Costco has mastered a psychological game of hide and seek that keeps you coming back for more. Fact number 5. The treasure hunt strategy. If you have ever gone back to the warehouse to grab that specific outdoor lantern or high-end kitchen gadget you saw the week before, only to find the entire section replaced by winter coats, you have experienced the treasure hunt. This is a deliberate inventory strategy where Costco keeps roughly 25% of its products in a state of constant flux. By frequently rotating their stock and moving items to different parts of the warehouse, they trigger a psychological response known as loss aversion. Your brain subconsciously realizes that if you do not purchase a unique item the moment you see it, it may never be there again. This creates a high-stakes environment where shoppers feel a sense of urgency to buy impulsively rather than sleeping on it. Unlike a standard supermarket that prides itself on consistency, Costco thrives on the unexpected. They want every trip to feel like a new discovery, ensuring that you never just stick to your grocery list. Fact number 4. The Amish buggy parking. Costco is a global powerhouse with a massive footprint, yet they possess a surprising ability to adapt their industrial aesthetic to fit the hyper-local needs of unique communities. Perhaps the most striking example of this is found in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, where the warehouse has made a significant cultural concession to its neighbors. Because of the high population of Old Order Amish residents in the area who do not use motorized vehicles, this specific Costco features dedicated Amish buggy parking. They didn't just provide a few extra wide spots, they built specialized roofed sheds equipped with heavy-duty hitching posts to keep horses sheltered from the sun and rain while their owners go inside to shop. It creates a surreal visual contrast to see an 18th century horse-drawn carriage parked right next to a fleet of modern SUVs in a lot filled with thousands of shoppers. This proves that the allure of bulk buying is a universal human trait that transcends modern technology and lifestyle choices. Fact number 3. The funeral aisle. Most people associate Costco with the beginning of life's major milestones, like buying a massive cake for a first birthday or flowers for a wedding. But the warehouse is also prepared to handle your very last milestone. In several states across America, you can walk past the rows of bulk snacks and televisions and find a kiosk where you can order a high-quality casket or a decorative urn. This might seem like a morbid addition to a place known for free samples and cheap hot dogs, but it is actually a brilliant move to disrupt a notoriously expensive industry. Funeral homes are known for their massive markups on burial containers, often charging families thousands of extra dollars during their most vulnerable moments. Costco stepped in and applied their signature bulk philosophy to the afterlife, offering steel and wood caskets for a fraction of the traditional cost. They even handle the logistics, shipping the casket directly to the mortuary within 48 hours to ensure it arrives in time for the service. It is the ultimate cradle-to-grave business model, proving that there is no industry too sacred for Costco to trim the fat and offer a warehouse-sized discount. Fact number 2. The cashew geometry secret. In the world of ultra-efficient logistics, even the shape of a plastic jar can be a multi-million-dollar decision, as evidenced by Costco's obsession with its Kirkland signature cashews. For years, these nuts were sold in standard round jars, but Costco's design team eventually realized that circles are the enemy of shipping efficiency. Round jars create dead air in the corners of every shipping crate, which means fewer units per pallet and more trucks on the road. To fix this, they spent years re-engineering the container into a unique square-bottom shape. This simple shift in geometry allowed them to fit significantly more jars onto a single pallet, which in turn eliminated hundreds of truck trips every single year. By maximizing every square inch of space in their shipping containers, they managed to cut down on fuel costs, labor, and warehouse storage space. The most impressive part of this story is that Costco didn't keep those savings for themselves. They passed the lower shipping costs directly to the consumer by reducing the price of the cashews. It is a masterclass in industrial design where the primary goal isn't just aesthetics, but the ruthless pursuit of a more efficient supply chain. Fact number 1. The Return Policy Hall of Fame might be everyone's favorite. Costco's return policy is the stuff of retail legend, operating on a philosophy of satisfaction guaranteed that borders on the absurd. While most stores give you 30 days and require a pristine box, Costco has built a cult following by accepting returns that would make any other manager laugh you out of the building. There are documented cases of shoppers returning dead Christmas trees in the middle of January because the tree died, and receiving a full cash refund without a single question asked. One of the most famous entries in the Return Hall of Fame involved a woman who returned a 7-year-old mattress simply because she decided it wasn't comfortable anymore. She walked out with the full original purchase price in her pocket. Another member successfully returned a dead laptop that had been out of production for nearly a decade, and another brought back an empty bottle of wine because it gave them a headache. While they have eventually had to place a 90-day limit on certain electronics to prevent blatant abuse, the general policy remains wide open for almost everything else. Leave a comment if you already know some of these facts, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more good-to-knows.